Hello, Team Mental Food here today. How's everyone doing? Wonderful, great, fantastic. As I always start out my videos, I say that I'm on a healing journey, which I am, and I also say that I am a believer because I am a believer. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. I'm also a survivor of narcissistic abuse. If anyone knows what a narcissist is, they are very controlling, very manipulating individuals. They come to steal from you, they come to take, they come to make your life a living hell. And so today I would like to talk about when a narcissist is around and how to know when a narc is around. For me, for many years, I have been hanging around narcs, have been the narc supply, have been the narcs target. But there's one consistent thing about narcissists. They all are the same. They all have like the same traits going on. Those traits are they're murmuring, complaining, they're never satisfied, they're very selfish in their behavior. They just come around to just take and cause havoc and to leave you just feeling totally devastated. But there's another thing about narcissists that is they all carry, and that's a trait of separation, separating. They come in to separate family members, brothers and sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles. They will come in and separate a picture like immediately. And excuse me. And in the beginning, they will make you think that everything is okay. That they're like this great person. They're, that you just can't believe how wonderful they are. They're just really, really great. They come in like that. They'll come in doing things for you and all this type of stuff. But eventually, the people in the picture will start kind of separating themselves, because then the narc will start going around and they'll start telling other family members or other cousins or other friends that you said this about them, or you are jealous of them, or you are this, or you are that. So the moment they get in, they start this lying about you, smashing your character down, tearing it up by the roots, and just making you out to be this ugly person. So once they start doing that by lying and saying all kind of stuff that isn't true about you, that's how they get in to separate. That's how they start the separating. My stepmother is a narcissist. She came in our family of 5. She had 3 children. She has 3 children. And immediately when she came in, she was this very nice person. Like the holidays would come around, she was always cooking. She was always doing, nice stuff like that. You would just think she was the greatest person. But then eventually, as time went on, she started separating. She made it like my dad's only sister. She made it like that she took her clothes from the cleaners, and she knew that was my dress, and she stole my dress, she did this, she did that. So they immediately get in and they start separating that family. And the purpose of them doing that is so that they can separate you and start the mind games, to start messing with your mind, to start brainwashing your mind, to start making you be their puppet. And once you become their puppet, now they are the main ones in control. And the person that you think is your father or your sister or your brother or your child is no longer your child. They are really this demon narcissist, because the narcissist has poisoned this person up against you. So my stepmother came in, separated all my dad's children from each other and from him. So now when I call the house, I don't call anymore because I went on non-contact after finding out that she was a narcissist. But before, prior to me finding out anything about her, I would call the house, I would call the house And she will be the only one answering the phone. She's the only one that answers the phone. My dad never answers the phone. He's always, you have to ask to speak to him. At least I have to ask to speak to him. Her children don't have to ask. She just volunteers my dad to come and speak to them, talk to them on the phone. However, his kids has to ask to speak to him on the phone, and while we're talking to him on the phone, she's on the other line listening to all what we're saying to our dad. She's listening to the whole conversation. So there's never any privacy with these people. They have to constantly know what's going on in your life, what you're saying to this person, what you're saying to that person, because they want to come and intercede in the person's, they want to come and intercede. They want to stop the seeds that they want to continue, the seeds that they planted in someone's head. Like for instance, my dad, she doesn't want us to come in with different seeds, of telling my dad certain things that are different from what she's been programming him to be for so many years. Therefore, they have to listen to the conversation. They have to know what's going on with you all the time. So if you call up a person and you say XYZ is happening with me, what the narcissist will do when you hang up the phone talking to your father or whoever you're close to or try to be close to, what the narc will do is come along and say, oh, she's lying, or he's lying. That ain't true what he's saying. You know that's a lie. Don't believe nothing that person is saying to you. So the reason why they do that, because they don't want the person that they brainwashed and that they've been controlling for all these years to start taking on a different perspective about life and a different perspective about yourself. You may be a child. This is my father. He's my dad. So if my life has changed or I'm doing something different, she doesn't want him to see me in a different light. They're going to want that person to always see you as the same person. That same person that they then programmed to make the person think that you're just no good, you're this, you're that, you can't get your life together, you're just a bad person, and you're just a liar, and they'll just, push off on how they have always programmed that person to think about you. So this is what my stepmom has done for many years. And so now, it got to the point where I just got sick and tired of having to ask to speak to my dad. So when I would call there, guess who I was always talking to? Was her. So she was always telling me what she wanted me to hear, without me having to talk to my dad or anything like that. So this is what the narcissist will do. They come to separate people, and they're going to separate the family members and children and cousins and aunties and uncles with their lies, lies about you. They have to have people looking at you sideways or in a messed up way. They cannot have people looking at you in the right way, or like you really are a good person, or you're not as bad as the narc has painted you to be. So they will separate mothers and daughters, from each other. My sister and I, when we were talking, she used to always say that she felt that it was like a separation seed that had been sown in our family in regards to the daughters and the mothers and the daughters. And I really believe that to be true. The narcissist will do that because when it's a female narcissist, they didn't have the closeness of their mom. And so in their mind, it is sick to be separated from your parent than to be together. That's their sick, twisted thinking, that it's best to be separated from your child, or best to be separated from your son. This is the sickness in which these people are thinking, that separation is better than togetherness, because they didn't have it while they were growing up as children. But whatever the problem was with them, it is no longer, it doesn't have to be your problem. It's their problem. It's not your problem. It doesn't have to be your problem. But the bad thing about not knowing about a narcissist, and you take your children around them, then they were going to plant seeds in your children, so your children can be separated from you as well. Your children are going to have this discord every time when they're around you. They just want to fight you and fight you and fight you, and that's due to the narcissist. The narcissist has put that separation seed in your child So when their child grow up, they will just be against you instead of for you. The narcissist will do that. They don't believe in togetherness. They don't believe in love. They believe in hate and separation and discord and all the negative things that comes along with these narcissists. So, I don't know if you guys are parents out there, but if you're having this problem with your children, it's probably based on the fact that the narcissist put this separation seed in your children's mind. They planted that seed in your children's head to separate, to give your parent more hell than more good. And with me and my stepmom, it was like she just had this personal vendetta against me, very personal. And it was like she has used any and everything and everybody around me to just keep me in this situation of living in hell, And so they will use anything and anybody in which to manufacture this. If they can use whoever they can think to use, they will do it. They'll use your siblings, your cousins, your friends, your children. They'll use anybody to make your life can stay in this living hell way of being, because they just don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you growing. They don't want to see you going. So their best way to do that is to just bring people that they know you love, people that's close to you, to keep these people around you so your life can just constantly stay in this state of hell, just always having problems after problems after problems. That's how they want you to be. They don't want you to ever be able to see straight, see clearly, or to do what you need to do. So, the narcissist and their separating families is a bad thing. And this is how you know when a narcissist is around. If they're doing that side separating, they talking to this family member about you, and then they talking to you about a family member, and then they're talking to, and they just keeping this cycle going. I don't know if they call this triangulation or something. I don't know. I think that's what they call it. But they just have to keep this circle or this cycle of separation, confusion, and chaos going all the time. And so they start with family members. And the reason why they start with family members is because together family members can be really powerful, when they are on one accord and they really care for each other and they really love each other. But most people, when you come from these narcissistic backgrounds, you are coming from a family that's dysfunctional anyway, because that's who the narcissist targets. They target family members that are full of dysfunction. So most likely you're not close to your siblings anyway. There is no relationship there anyway. And the narcissist has put so much junk and trash in the way of you all's relationships, so there never can be a healthy, productive relationship unless everyone in the family is willing to be honest about what has been transpiring. And of course that takes time, because everyone is not at the healing road, at the same time. The narcissist can sew up a person's mind and brainwash their mind so bad with that person. Well, that's just how they will continue to be, and they love being that way. They don't think anything is wrong with them. They think, okay, I'm fine, I'm all right. But in reality, they're not all right. But you can't convince them of that, because you have to start healing yourself and taking care of yourself and self-loving yourself back to life. So I hope this video has helped someone. The narcissist comes to separate. That's how you know these demons are around. They will separate a household. If you're under a roof with a narc, you best believe you're on one side and a narcissist and whoever they have gathered to be in their clan is on the other side. This is what these people do. And so your living arrangement, or wherever, if you're at a business office or if you're at church, it's just pure misery, because the narcissist has came and spread it around these separation seeds. So I hope this video has helped someone. If you think it's a good video, you enjoy my food, please like and subscribe, and please share this video if you think it can help a family member. Also leave comments. I like to hear what you have to say. I would like to hear your food story, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, whatever it may be. But I thank you all for listening, and I just say have a wonderful day, and God bless you all, and be blessed.